Enter. Yes. Entering and yes. Entering current franchises screen, you have two options. Classic franchise, cloud save is selected. Entering main. Entering, warning pop-up, your opponent has left the session. You will now be taken back to the franchise menu. Okay. Entering franchise hub screen. Play season. A play season game is select. Entering, searching pop-up, searching for opponent. If opponent is not found, invite will be. Entering, teams. Ready. Advanced setting. Entering, edit uniforms. Entering, edit uniform. Pants option. Nike away pants selected. Ready.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Defensively.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll throw. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. First opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows, get the ball to him right away.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The open man is Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
27 on the play.
So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Corey Davis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route and complete. That's long. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jones on the carry.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Henry on the handoff.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now this throw caught left side, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And the Titans.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Titans.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
10 more there and another first down.
First down.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Titans 10, Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, boy.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Minshew. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Gardner Minshew as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's complete. Akuebuna. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On first down, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On third down, Jones. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Minshew sets to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Jaguars 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. Back now in Jacksonville, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is fielded at the 7. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He goes full extension, and he's got it. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
At the 47-yard line.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Another Jaguars.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again to Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Aaron Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards on the ground.
45 yards. First down, Titans.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 38. Seibert's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a desperate, he's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
DJ Chart, incomplete. Greedy Williams on the coverage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Greedy Williams on the coverage.
60 Pittsburgh. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.